followed by Train and Inferno thereafter. This is the Intel Extreme Masters New York 2020 Online. And they're off, Harry.
Yeah, straight away, right? Looking like we might get a fast A play out of FURIA. They do slow it down in the lobby, but that's because Art's got this utility. He's going to throw the Molotov in to try and get Ethan off the top of Hut. Take that, Ethan. Get down from there. And now he's forced into the site. Vinny rushes him, and oh, that's a great start here for Vinny and Keserato. They blitz into that site. They deal with everyone here. And Tarek up in the heavens, not able to find anything. Vinny with a great pistol round to begin this for FURIA.
Pack it up.
And that there is them off to a good start.
Yeah, that probably caught EG off guard, right? Not just the pace of suddenly everyone appearing from nowhere, but also they dropped the vent smoke instead of the main smoke. If you're going for a top hit, you often take the main smoke instead to cut off that rotate. But FURIA, they drop the smoke to hint that they're dropping vent to B, and then they just run through it. Vinny with a massive 3K opener. And that's what you like to see for FURIA already in the heads of EG, already on the scoreboard. This T side is, to be honest, probably where they want to start. They love getting out down these vents. Yeah. It already looks pretty inquisitive again.
And it kind of plays in a FURIA style if you think about it and what they want to do. They try to get hyper aggressive. Right now they're going to be dropping at least 3 players down the vent. Almost unscathed until now. They run into Stanislaw, who's got a deagle for him. Keserato on a little bit of recover and also recovers an AK. Breeze walks right into his death. 3 on 3.
Yeah, that's bomb. And now you can see Tarek doubling back from his B position because they're scared that this is going to end on the top site. They've seen it inside of the lobby. And he gets tagged. Cirque's so good with these snipers. Can he take his head off? Even a tag would do it at this point. But back down the vent as Tarek has left the B bomb site. That gives FURIA open season and an open bomb plant. But it also allows EG to set up for a retake as a unit.
Yeah, they're rushing straight in. Tarek is just trying to run with the CZ. The 2 pistols getting in close, getting in the face of FURIA. And it's gotten very, very close here. This is doable, but it is all left onto Ethan, who gets it down to the 1v1. Drops into the site, and he's sticking the 10-second defuse. Fury in the window, not expecting the stick, but he does have vision.
Oh, he's got it!
And he will get him off of it. FURIA, 2 on the board, the 10-second stick denied, and they get the conversion. No money left now for EG.
How does he kill him there?
That's going to be a stinger.
That was so close.
I will say, right, one of the problems there, I think, is that because Ethan is peeking with Cirque from heaven, it looked like FURIA were going to go A, and EG had the read, right? They rotated away from ramp. They were rotating everyone up towards that A site. And then I think because you had Ethan and Cirque both fighting from heaven, FURIA go, well, there's 2 A's, so at most, right, it's Stan just down on that B site.
Didn't have to wait long.
Yeah, Art's got the P90. We said it would come through, and it's in round 3.
It's kind of hilarious how it's not even anymore like a BM gun. We were talking about this yesterday when he brought it out versus Liquid. Like, we're just seeing it just whenever. And, yeah,
True.
Why not?
I mean, that and this Tech 9, they seem to be making a resurgence. Metacritics beware.
Tech's actually pretty good. I have warmed up to it over the course of this tournament. It's not the Tech of old, and like the CZ can be so inconsistent as well. So, you know, I'm not a Tech lover, but I'm also no longer a Tech hater.
Well, in this day and age, Hugo, you know as well as I do that you can either be one or the other, and that's how you're judged by society. So
pick a side.
You have to pick a side. Everybody's got to pick a side. Oh.
3-0 for FURIA, though. Strong start to the map. Obviously waiting on EG's first gun round. They've had ecos. This is it. Cirque on the AWP with armor as well. Art still on the P90. Not going to be taking event spawn, though. No need to rush it. The util still comes in towards that A site, and Cirque sets up outside where FURIA are heading.
It's the war drum. And FURIA marching to their own pace in this one. Shot taken by Cirque. He gets flashed away, smoked off, and he falls back. All the while, Stanislaw finds a kill, and Breeze is just posted up watching upper. He's going to be able to swing on the bomb. Now, that creates an interesting dilemma, being that it's down in the mini garage, and there are players in lower.
What is this round for FURIA? This is so loose. It's almost like just Art said, yeah, guys, just have fun, go kill everyone. It'll go well, I'm sure. And boy, it has not gone well. Only Keserato left in a 1-on-4 would be the ace. Needs a man out of main. Cirque shot in the face. Somehow survives the AK bullet. 7 health. Ethan gone. Cirque doesn't want to re-peek, and a molly could burn him out of this position. There's a player in the vents as well, so no free escape for Cesarato.
Yeah, this round is not plain sailing, though, for EG. You're going to struggle to trade. You need to keep a man down in the vents to deny Cesarato grabbing that bomb and just ducking down into the B site. So that already means that Stanislaw is just trapped here waiting for a peek. And then Cirkslow, right, with the AWP, he's kind of limited in terms of what he can do. So really, we're looking at Tarek to have to be the guy to, like, play off of his low HP teammates or be the first one to take a fight with someone else nearby. But yeah, with 15 seconds left, Cesarato, he's played it all slow. No fights have presented themselves outside of that first one onto Ethan, and now he's got to go. That's Tarek taken out, but there's no time for a bomb plant for Cesarato. And so he's just got to hold on to the AK. EG, they get that first round on the board, right? Immediately, the rifles come out. They find success. That very, very loose round from FURIA does not go their way. And I think already you're seeing what EG are bringing to the table to counteract how FURIA like to play. Stan has been a dedicated vent player down towards the B site. Now, even though you get that some CT rounds, right? Normally it's the guy from main, like going to vent or something along those lines. Whereas Stan has been there every single round because for FURIA, the precedent they have set in a lot of these Nuke games is that they will try and drop vent in a lot of these rounds. And so it's been great to see that working for the side of EG. Now this time, Stan isn't going to head down those vents. He's going to be here outside, playing in tandem with Cirque, who's holding the silo. He's responsible for watching this outside area, but burning in the molly. Now they know that someone was pushed up. And so he gets spammed down to 23 health.
The fact that he's out of there alive is impressive enough, though. He should be happy with that one. Getting blinded as well by FURIA, who will cross secret. Now they're just going to take the B bomb site, going fast. Art down the vent from A as well. Tarek has already come in, and Cirque has got the AWP on the door side. So this could be good for EG right now. Tarek is going to be the unknown factor, especially with their attention drawn into Cirque right now. He's going to get mollied on one side. Tarek hasn't made a noise. Cirque going wide, and Tarek, oh, he's dead immediately. Vinny's caught him out from the window. No decon player leaving yet. Art is still waiting, and the bomb on Henny smoked to try and get him out into the plant. Will he be able to get it down? Cesarato dropped on the flank, and now EG pull back as FURIA get the bomb plant. Setting up for a retake, but Cirque is gone from the action. Tapping into the ramp smoke. FURIA even getting aggressive, and Stan's been given the AWP as well. He's low health. Is it just going to be the save for EG? It certainly looks like it. Uh-oh. Nice angle for Breezy, though.
But FURIA putting up a fourth, so what does it really matter in the long run of things? Some sweet gloves. Really sweet gloves, actually.
Yeah, there wasn't a vent player there, as you said. Harry Wright Stan went outside, but the difference in that round for FURIA is Art doesn't go right down the vent. They cross secret first, then Art comes down late. And so if Stan was there, if Stan was in the B bomb site trying to be a help.
Ronnie?
Whoa, we got Big Gervin on the cams.
What's he doing? What's he doing
Ronnie, look at him. He's even tensing for us.
Guy looks
giving
buff,
us a bit of the
Tensing.
bit of the gun show, you know?
Flexing, I think, is yeah.
Of shirts on the wall.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You recognize any of them, Hugo?
There was an optic one in there.
Yeah, man.
I know he has a photo of the Queen somewhere on the wall.
Of course.
Yeah, dude.
Being Canadian and all. That's how that works.
I feel like other countries like our Queen more than we do.
Yeah.
I think she's an angel, but that's just the Americans talking here. So for Scrawny, different story altogether.
Yeah, shout out Scrawny one time, and then one more time.
Of course, the best danger zone player in NA.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's
except for when Rush is in North America, right? Is that what? No,
it's never that.
I know, dude, Rush is pretty garbage at danger zone. I'm just gonna say what we're all thinking.
Yeah, but
he jump around. Oh, so cool, man. Wow, Rush. Wow, but bit garbage, really. Let's be real. So, look, we got a bit of utility going into this A site. Oh, sneaking in through Squeaky. Maybe look at event drop again. But look where Stanislaw is. Look where Stanislaw is. I dare you. Look where Stan is. Down in that vent, right? Ready and waiting. He's like, oh, come down the vent. Oh, I dare you. I dare you. Art's not, though. Instead, he's just fighting onto this A site. And now the rest of the gang are trying to wrap in through main. Ethan holding for this main play, but he's about to get pressured from Squeaky as well, and Ethan had to deliver a lot there. Serato just takes his head right off. A nice spray from Breezy, and Tarakin with a response keeps it in a doable situation for EG, but Stan still down in the vent. He's saying, come on, Furia, I dare you, come down the vent. You guys love it so much here.
He's got the vent on lock, that's for sure.
Look at the respect that EG gave Art, right? They knew he was trapped behind CT vent or T vent out the door, and they just go, yeah, fine, you can have it. Oh, Stan shows his head and loses a bit of life. Dink down, and he's out of there. That gives Furia plenty of time. They know they've got it covered, and they can stick the plant. It's one tap for the fake. Serato plants for Heaven instead. And Stan, 1-on-2. With him not coming up the vent, it's pretty clear where his rotation is. And so is this a save? Surely, with the longest route available, he takes back towards T-spawn. Unless he's coming in on some super late
10-second ninja difference.
Yeah, it's just not happening, though. Maybe there are guns available. But even they are all inside the A site, so hits everywhere you can see. But no, this is not winnable, and Stan knows it.
Trace, you're the closest link we've got to this, right? So I would love to ask you a question here.
All right.
Was there ever a team that the Cloud9 of old just felt like always wrecked them, and so it almost became like a mental thing? You know, like, do you think that ever plays into this?
I think there for a bit, or at least when I was with the guys, there was obviously, you know, the IBA Power team.
Yeah.
And then they kind of removed themselves from all brackets.
Yeah.
And then, you know, on the other side, you'd probably look at like a Fnatic or something. They were really hot stuff at the time. TSM would have been, you know, now Astralis or whatever.
Yeah.
So those two teams for sure.
And so do you think, you know, that mentality of like, you know, having a team that you feel like always beats you starts to play into the game at all? Because I feel like maybe, you know, like with Furia, A, looking so damn good, but B, the fact that this used to be a series that always came up in favor of EG, and now seemingly Furia dominate it every time. Do you think there's something there, you know, where EG go into this going, man, why can't we beat this team?
Well, to be quite honest, I'm looking at the frequency of matches, and I'm thinking like, what really are you going to change on a day-to-day basis?
That's a great point.
And it really does create, I don't want to say stale, but it doesn't necessarily change anything up for the teams in terms of what sort of creative elements you can have.
A lot of players in interviews have said, like, yeah, it's hard to, like, prepare and, like, change things because we are just playing officials almost every day of the week.
It's not so much the preparation. I think that the players would know how to do that. It's sort of the creative juices, if you will, the imagination to come up with new and innovative stuff on the fly, or keep it in your back pocket and use it from time to time.
And
or
somehow Furia still managed to do that. Like, think of the grand final of EPL. Think of the boost. Who knows how long they've been saving that boost. And they pull it out against 100 Thieves multiple times in a map, and it wins them rounds.
Speaking of the 100 Thieves,
yep,
not going to be seeing them today.
Oh.
But you will be getting Liquid and the New England Whalers after this one. In this round, this is a trash round. Let's be honest with each other here. Not a whole lot going for EG in this one. They try to buy what they can. Stanislaw is going to save this AK. And Furia go up 6-1 on the pick of theirs.
I wonder what EG's solution to this vent play is, right? Not just dropping down, but Furia keep getting players behind it, like out the door, and EG just go, fine, you can have it. But it's not like they're winning those fights when Furia eventually commit. That round, Serato gets boosted on his teammate's head above the smoke and kills a Heaven player. Like, Furia being given so much room and so much respect, and they demand that room and respect. It's very difficult right now for EG. Maybe the util could save them. Lots of HE grenades in this round. 6-1. Orb's been given to Cirque as well. It's time to shine for EG.
Yeah, imagine defaulting if you're EG and Fury are just already there. And that's pretty much what it's like to play against them, I guess.
Yeah, we got this double orb, which they're hoping can be a bit of a solution, and hopefully it can. It looks like they might just explode into the ace. They just explode in. Cirque not giving anything over towards Heaven. This is a save, right? You can't go for it.
Literally
just got to give up.
They waited until Ethan spammed 30 bullets. He hits the reload. They don't even flash. They just go W. Like, one of these 2A players, reload him. We win the round. There we go. Simple as that. If only I could get my MM teammates to push with me like that.
Also, that smoke. Now, it does fall down the ladder. And that is quite the accomplishment. I mean, it's like shooting a basketball, a three-pointer. Holds no bearing on the round, but of course, FURIA will go up to 7 regardless. Double op saved for Evil Geniuses so far going into the next round.
Cirque as well, still yet to put up a kill, right? Having a very, very quiet start to this one. And normally such an integral piece of the puzzle for this EG squad. And, you know, like, he's definitely had chances, but I don't think it's entirely his own doing. A lot of these rounds have just been the round kind of already being over by the time he's given a chance to even get to play into anything. And you can see FURIA is so aware of what the contingency plans are for EG. They kill Ethan, and they're not even looking at heaven for Breezy. They know he's going to drop into the site to try and delay that A play. And so they're actually holding the drop down from heaven, and he just falls into their crosshair. They snap it up like, well, thank you, Ethan. Thank you, Breezy.
Double all.
Yeah, that was saved, right? Tarek and Cirque still with it. And Tarek's moved away from ramp. He's given that responsibility over to Cirque.
Hey, man, I'll cover Squeaky. I'll give it a try. Half health immediately. Big shot from Cirque. He stops the ever-aggressing Art, the man that just seemingly does not slow down. His S key is not found, ladies and gentlemen.
Ah!
That's a rough one for Vinny, too.
Works.
Somehow escapes with 24 HP. And this is starting to look more like it for EG.
Yeah, some swap of positions. The shotgun AWP for Tarek actually works wonders. He's got the bomb, and he's got Queserato to follow. Henny outside. He's come a long way from that ramp push. Trying to find Stan, who just killed his teammate in the yard. He's already gone back down secret to B. And I like how EG aren't crowding this bomb, right? When Queserato was in that clutch and the bomb was down in main, he loses to time, even though he gets some kills, because he's so... he's considering that EG are playing the bomb, and he's so scared of a player in the site, but actually EG just split up in positions you won't expect, because they know that FURIA are probably in positions they won't expect, and that's exactly the case. Henny outside does give up his angle, and now a 1-on-4 that's just not meant to be with 20 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, I think Queserato is such a critical piece of the puzzle to this FURIA team. He's like the Zipniks of FURIA, I think is how you could kind of look at him, right? He's often like the last guy alive. He's very, very cool and calm in these clutch scenarios. We got Henny just trying to do some damage.
Oh,
What's that all about?
nice.
All right. But yeah, as I'm saying, like Queserato, man, he's such a integral piece to the puzzle, it feels like. Because while these other 4 players in this squad really do like buy into the art system, and they're always alongside him, right? They're always fighting on the front lines. You'll always have Queserato, who's this very, very kind of like collected player who plays this game on a more like methodical basis and isn't there in the front lines fighting with everyone else. He's got like one of the lowest deaths per round on average in all of CSGO.
Unfortunately, Scrawny cannot read those.
What do they say? You got to outline your words. You got to use a thicker marker.
Connor out here drawing black marker on brown cardboard to try and get us to read it. Oh, Tarek getting pressured. Woo. And we'll get dealt with. Vinny, some great entries into the ramp room. Stan is already here, having rotated him from those vents to help out.
Oh.
And Cirque joining him, bails Stan out of that situation, dropping the bomb as well. Queserato and Yuri still left standing. And when Queserato's still alive, I'm still believing.
Yeah, this bomb's been getting lost a lot for FURIA, which is a rare sight to see. Yuri grabs the AWP, he's low. Found it on the body of Tarek on the ramp room. Cirque found both those kills, even though it looked like Stan's. He continued to spray, but luckily had cover. Things are getting better. Things are heating up for EG. Ethan aggressing lobby in case FURIA do get this bomb back. Smoke on it, Stan spam. Ooh. Queserato escape, yeah, but if they go back to lobby, that's where Ethan still sits. So Heaven is a far safer avenue of attack for FURIA. Yuri could go on his own and try and patrol this position as Queserato attempts to plant for him. Seems to be the game plan. A is theirs if they want it. Bomb plant, easy, but will Queserato drop, or does he want to give the bomb to Yuri so he can plant? Throwing Yuta on that A side, making it clear where he is, but Ethan has this cutoff, and this should be his kill. Queserato is likely going to be left in a 1v3. Yuri dead. Ethan knows Queserato was in A because he heard the Molotov. 15 seconds, plant is allowed, but what can Queserato do?
Can get the bomb down, can get the burst down onto Cirque. 1-on-2 now, Ethan and Stan try to reclaim this site. The spin's there for Queserato, but the shots are on point for Stan, so a 3rd round for EG. It's the semifinal, ladies and gentlemen. And a tactical timeout, too.
Yeah, things didn't go to plan there for FURIA. Art had the first spawn. He P90'd out ramp, died immediately. Vinny with some nice entries, but FURIA get down into B, and it becomes a recovery mission over that package. So they don't want to give EG room and get them back into this half. Still potentially a chance to win the CT side if you're EG here. That's what you're trying to believe, but FURIA, they give away 2. They instantly want something back. Cesarato storming through the scoreboard right now. 143 ADR, just 10 rounds in.
Yeah, FURIA's hot-trotted start starting to slow down.
Yeah, something that's good here is that Tarek's secondary AWP has been looking great. Now, he doesn't have it in this round, but that's not the end of the world. Cirque's starting to warm up, right? Gets his first kill, I think it was the round before last, and then 2 in that round there. Cirque back at ramp, and it feels like that's kind of been a bit of a solution here, right? Not having Cirque feel so useless towards that A site, towards outside, where he hasn't really been given much of a chance. Cesarato tagged through the door. And FURIA are pushed up outside here, but Stan and Ethan have both been dispatched to try and deal with it. Ethan is drawing the attention in towards main, and that might make this push from Stan that much more effective. He's in with 1 before Vinny gets that trade. Cesarato holding onto the lobby push. Might get caught, but he B-hops out of there, and Cesarato lives to tell the tale.
Oh, no, he doesn't. He is.
Ethan with another spam kill. That's his 2nd in the game so far. My word. Vinny and Yuri left up in a 2-on-3, and they do at least have secret. That means they've got the B site under lock and key. And EG are all up towards A, so they're going to have to rotate into a retake.
It's a good round for EG so far. Can't believe Ethan got that kill. Lucky Cirque did the damage earlier. Wow. Toward a Nuke. Welcome to the B bomb site. FURIA, how will they get this done? It's a double, triple ramp rotate for EG. Bomb planted for that decon door, and FURIA playing in the vent. Vinny with his teammates back. At a certain point, you've got to turn around, look at the site, and nades will make that clear as EG start to clear out position. Smoke on the window. Very open bomb plant, though, and they do have a smoke and a Molotov. This should be EG's round. The time is ticking, though. FURIA just need a couple of well-placed kills to throw this one under the bus. Breezy with a spam. Vinny gets a double from decon, and there's no one on the bomb now. Breezy's 10 health, and it's a 1 round for FURIA. 2 kills out of nowhere from Vinny, and goodbye, Breezy. It's all 4 for FURIA. Vinny alone does it. And FURIA, they get back on the board. Couple of crucial rounds for EG to stay in this map, but instantly responded by FURIA on that B-bomb site.
Last bullet, of course. It's like, oh, spammed me through the wall. That's kind of cool. Aha, I got spammed through the wall. Kind of cool.
Vinny's not even impressed. He's like, yeah, dude, just won the round. Easy. Not to worry. Art's back on the Mac. He's wielded a lot of different weapons this game already, but not the AWP. FURIA haven't needed it for this T side. Oh, he hit 1 health with an AWP. Everyone's favorite spam damage. Lau down towards this B bomb site. Stan, he was ready for him. He knew he was there, but was so quick. Stan, not prepared. And that's an upgraded gun as well as the B bomb site for FURIA. Breezy's going to try and aggress, but Cesarato has been watching for aggression in many of these rounds. He hasn't cleared the corner. And Breezy's going to push through it. Cesarato running. Oh, this is a great backstab for Breezy.
Oh, but he might miss the timing. They get down the vent. And now Ethan's got to step up, and he will double up. But now holding the vent for this wrap, Breezy, so unfortunate on these timings. And now if he does drop vent, he is a dead man.
Yeah.
Oh, they burn out Yuri. But in his dying breath, he takes out Cirque. I didn't even realize. I didn't even see him fire a bullet. What? Now we're into a 2-on-2. I don't know how. I don't even know when. But it's happening, and that's what we're left with. Tarek trying to hold for the double door P. Cesarato on the other side. But once again, it's this 10-second stick that might come back to harm EG. Cesarato putting 9 on the board for FURIA.
And the thing here for, just watching FURIA's play, I'll relate this to American football because I know you guys are very versed in that. You know a lot about that.
Expert, actually.
Art, it's kind of like your running back. He's running straight in. Sometimes with the bomb, sometimes without. Obviously, a running back would normally have the bomb or the ball or whatever, but they're trying to just get upfield. They're trying to turn the jets on and just go for it. And I see time and time again Art doing that. Sometimes with success, sometimes met with stiff resistance and still success. you can't argue a 9-3 scoreline, especially now that we're looking at pistols for Evil Geniuses.
Oh, more aggression. FURIA never even knew about this hut push in the previous round either. Breezy just got so unlucky with the timing.
And you start to ask yourself, can I do it again?
And again, and again. Oh, Finney double checks it. It will be traded. Did they just commit to A off the back of it? It could have been a chance. There's only one man actually in that site. It's Ethan above the hut, but FURIA don't want to throw this round away to pistols. They want to play slow and methodical now. Cirque boosted on the ramp as well. Nice angle. Camera angle, at least. Something FURIA should be checking if they go ramp side, but there are 2 players there. Ethan waiting for the hut peek, and that's information at least. He's been tagged as they're out the door as well. Art running through the smoke. Ethan does the same, but not to the best of his ability. FURIA dealing with event rotate as well. It gets so much easier here. It's only pistols for EG. Art backstabbed by Tarek, but that gives his position away, and FURIA, they could just plant here. He tries to go outside, but obviously Yuri's in the garage. Why wouldn't he be?
Where else would you be?
Oh, no.
Not an optimal time to reload for Cirque, I'll tell you that much. 30 HP, and he's going to get the hell out of there. So a 10th, the first double digit of the series.
One of the things that's just so cool about Art is just how he kind of like redefined what it means to be like his style of IGLing, right? Like he very much crafted it and carved a whole new way to kind of play the game in a sense of it, right? You think about like prior to Art, you really had like 2 styles of IGLing. You would either be in with the pack, like in with your team, or you would be like one of those old school lurking IGL, someone like Happy, right? Like back in the day. And I guess in a way, Art kind of lurks, because often he's like the first man in, but he is in the front lines. And one of the things that's so cool about that is he gets information and he gets a very, very clear picture as to how he is affecting the round for the opponents. And so then he's able to do all of his calling with like a very, very good understanding of what rotations he's forced, what information he's got, right? And that's super cool. Like one of the reasons why someone like Happy used to be so popular was that, and then his style fell off drastically, right? Yeah. Was like this lurking style gave you the option to kind of switch things up based on the info that the lurker got. But it was very, very dependent as to like how that individual did, whether or not they were given any of those fights. If they died right away, you know, it was just a lurk. You weren't really disrupting anything. You just weren't with the team. Whereas Art, like his whole style centers around having to force players out of position, having to mess with the other team's setup. And what that means is like when you're up against FURIA, you're kind of forced to play their style of CS. Like you're playing around Art, and that's a horrible feeling because you never know what this guy's gonna do.
Or where he's gonna go, or where he's gonna channel that sort of aggression, right? It's just, it is a lot to balance and a lot to handle for a lot of teams. But in this round, there's nothing getting handled, Hugo.
No, just to go back on that Happy point as well, like one of the reasons that style got kind of old is like if you killed Happy, you're like, oh, okay, they're on the other side. Like they're in the other,
same with someone
opposite.
like Get Right, right? Like you used to kill Get Right, you're like, well, it's probably not wherever he just was, so...
But the other way around that is like, yeah, okay, I like the point where you're like, oh, he's sort of like a lurker in that sense, but like he's lurking in your opponent's spawn, you know, he could be anywhere and it doesn't mean anything about the setup. And I think that also plays into the map pool of FURIA. Think about where we don't see them. Dust 2, think about where they sometimes struggle. Mirage, those are maps where you can't really do much to bait rotations. Like it is just coming down to the fact that the CTs will play the same spots. They will play standard setups. Whereas a map like Nuke, a map like Vertigo, these are ones where you can manipulate the CT's positions. You can put them in the places you want to be if you know how they play. And that's why FURIA is so lethal. But back to the last round of the half, and it's just been brute force. That's all it's been for FURIA all game long.
Oh, Ethan does take a fight and win it out, but he's immediately chased down by Art, who opens up this A site single-handedly. Cirque in with one, but it's immediately cancelled out. Like, as soon as Cirque gets one, there's 2 in response from FURIA, leaving him in a 1v3. This bomb, honestly, doesn't... Oh, well, just gets naded out. Double naded into heaven. That is an incredibly dominant first half from FURIA in this semi-final. They're up 12-3. They're looking to make it a quick one. Stick around to find out if they can.
Rising out the ashes, coming from the ether. All I hear is static. Breathe a little deeper. Fallen, broken, a million light years away from home. My eyes opened, and now I've come to claim life. Oh, never let it go. These wings carry me. Live this fantasy. Running through the fire, fire. Gonna let it burn. I am the Messiah. Gonna let it burn. Running through the fire, fire. Gonna let it burn. I am the Messiah. Gonna let it burn. 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 Found me in the darkness. Now they see me shining. Calling me a goddess. Thunder and the lightning. I'm falling, I'm faster. Making my way back, I'm close to home. I'm fighting harder because I've come to claim my throne. Never let it go. These wings carry me. Live this fantasy. Running through the fire.
And if there's one thing that we can all agree on at this point, it would be Carpe Diem. And now I see Scrawny up there. I saw him. It said Hugo and Harry, and he was also wearing a nice hairpiece. I'll say that much.
Oh.
Very, very splendid hairpiece. Welcome back, everybody. The Intel Extreme Masters New York 2020 online. And seizing this day is something that FURIA are starting to do already. We're looking at the first map of the series, and we're looking at a dominant showing here from the Brazilian side on Nuke. 12-3 as the first half came to a close. And for EG, a bounce back needs to start in the pistol, or we may just want to consider wrapping it up.
Yeah. Sooner the better for EG.
Well, look, they get across secret at least. They've got that part locked in. Now, where's Art? That's always you can kind of tell what's happening. Oh, he's going to ramp. He's got a bit of a read on the situation. Ooh. That's scary. EG, though, they try and stay one step ahead. Where's Art going? He's leaving ramp. So there you go. You can kind of see like where the brain of FURIA is at based on where Art is. K-Serato and Vinny do hold down this A site and leave FURIA with a man advantage. That bomb's going to go down now for EG. And FURIA set up the retake. Art has got a flashbang to propel his teammates in through heaven. K-Serato is also lining up this smoke. What's that doing? That's going to fall. And is that to block off the vent player from... Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
That allows for them to get out heaven without having to worry about getting fought from the vent. Wow. And Stan's like, I don't even know how to deal with this. I haven't even encountered this. What the? Ooh. Oh, that's a nice shot on a Henny, but they are on the bomb and they're sticking it. Full 10 seconds. And when they try to peek the bomb from there, it's a one-way smoke. Wow, that's cool as hell, man. FURIA, they win the pistol. That is so good for so many reasons. It lets you get out heaven without that annoying, like, heaven to vent / squeaky fight, which is a real pain in the arse and everyone hates it. And then, if you get into the site, the player that is so often squeaky door, right, holding for main, holding for lobby, and playing to deny a defuse in that position, can't peek because it's a one-way that the CTs can see underneath and you can't see them. That is unreal. That's so cool from FURIA.
How do they keep giving us new stuff? I don't get it. This team has so much ingenuity. It's kind of crazy. Always something new when you're watching FURIA. Always something cool. That's a great shot for Cirque. Henny does a hell of a lot of damage with that AUG, but nailed by the scout. K-Serato 22-5 running up Seacrest. Tarek heard, no one's looking. Cirque is, and he's going to hit a tag, but nothing more. K-Serato goes back for more, and he gets punished, but there's a second player. Surely they're not ready for him. Oh, ooh, it's a dink either side. Breezy low. Vinny trying to crush outside as well. The nade for Art finishes the job that he started, but he's still low, and he loses Vinny. That could have been the kill for Vinny. Stan going back for the bomb. Stylish stuff, not taking damage, hits the ladder. Furia 3-on-2 down. And Art is so low. Yuri's going to have to go huge if Furia want to win this anti-eco. It's a bit of a force-up for EG off the back of the bomb plant, but they got 3 rifles heading down lower right now. No one in this B bomb site. Furia, their rotate's going to be a way off as well. Yuri has to take the vent because he's stuck on the A site right now. Art could go ramp, but that would mean splitting up for his teammate. If they plant B, we might even see a save for Furia. It wouldn't be inconceivable, but obviously the scoreline tells a very different story, so Furia might just be feeling full confident to give it a go. EG on B, 20 seconds for the plant. Where do they want to go for? The ramp side. And obviously if you're dropping into vent here, you don't know if EG are holding on to it if you're Furia, so Art got to be careful, and he is. Oh, they took the... Was that the AUG there? I think it was on Henny earlier, but that looked like a shotgun. I don't know if I missed it. Maybe it was the AUG. Didn't recognize the skin. Either way, what is it? Yeah, it is a shotgun. Where did that come from? Oh, no, Vinny took it, didn't he? Because he swung outside, yeah. But it didn't matter.
This is... Okay, there was a tiny little detail as well, right? Art saw that there was a smoke on the body. And so Yuri comes back to get the smoke. That's just saving a little bit of extra money.
Team play, man.
Just a little bit big brain. Something that didn't need to happen, but did.
It's a good save for Fury, though. It's like a respect play, right? EG is still likely going to win that round of Fury. Give it a go.
And here's the smoke that we saw.
Yeah.
All right, just to kind of clarify what it is that we did see here. So that smoke comes out and it obscures so much vision right here. It's beautifully played. It's so well played, actually, that the rest of the round starts to just fall apart in such a dramatic fashion. You can just imagine how hard it must be to take that right there. And of course, for us, we're not actually going to get to see that smoke because I don't necessarily know how to work the software quite properly, it seems.
Trace.
Yeah, I could probably do that, couldn't I? Yeah, there it is. Okay, so that smoke does just about everything that you could think it could do, including blocking off the bomb.
Art tries to hide in one, and Cirque spams him down, so pistols out for Furia. Oh no, where's that come from? Henny's just found 3 in the yard. I don't even know. Just tagging everyone up. He's so low, he's still gonna give it some more. Ethan trapped behind red. Yuri coming up from B as well. He has a nade, he can finish the job. Ethan's backed up a good bit here, but still a high throw nade would be the death of him. 3 health. Yuri, is he doing it? They don't know he's here, right? So he still wants to maintain that element of surprise, and he stabs Stan in the back. Ethan does get the trade, so no nade today, but with 3 HP, 3 enemies, good luck.
Oh, he's got enemies. Got a lot of enemies, all right.
Not a whole lot of HP. Now, no HP. Caserado with the 1 dig to secure the bag and the round for Furia, 14-4. Train, you'll think, is a much different surface and much different map, and, well, you're not wrong. But what will the scoreline say when we get there?
I'm actually very excited for Train.
I actually do think that EG have an all right chance on Train.
Yeah.
Like for Furia, even though they've got a lot of wins on it as of late, you look at the teams that they've played up against. You know, I think it's like Triumph and nice along kind of that avenue. Gen G as well in there, 100 Thieves, Team 1, and all of these games, even though most of them were victories, aside from the 100 Thieves game, they were all very, very close. And these are teams of like lesser calibers than that of EG. That said, not one that we see EG tend towards too much either, and a lot of their games there have been kind of similar, right, in that they have been up against teams that you would expect EG to beat, and they were perhaps a little closer than perhaps you might anticipate.
Yeah. Furia, I feel like they just reach another level when they play EG. They're really trying to make a statement, right, after losing so long against this team, now just being their kryptonite. Art checking for Stan. There's another player, though. Oh, he gets out alive. And Caserado got the spot as well. Tarek going to try and grab the gun. He's got a Galil. Breezy takes down Art. Nice shots into the A side. That'll give EG the chance to plant. And he's trying to hold on. Low HP as he drops another. Caserado kills Tarek in the yard, so that Galil is gone in no man's land. Plant in. Molly down. Vinny on the flank. And Breezy's coming back for it.
Oh, Vinny's auto, man. Locks the round in, and it went to look dicey for a moment, but Caserado and Vinny do just save the day. FURIA onto 15. Incredibly dominant. Not even close. Not even a competition yet. On their map pick. They're about to take it 16-4. There's no money for EG. And so this should be a lock-in.
Yeah, these series often got like closer over time, even though FURIA were winning them. EG were like improving every time and getting competitive games. This is a whitewash. This is absolutely dominant for FURIA. And so EG not even getting a foot in this map. You gotta hope train's different for them. Otherwise, FURIA could just be knocking them out of the tournament with ease, heading straight to those grand finals. Flashes into A, but mollies are down. No one can commit. Good flashes. Stan, nice shot. Henny's gone outside. Yuri's going to try and check it, but it really comes down to this A players. Those early flashes did come through. FURIA have 3 here. Vinny coming back from the ramp, watching his flank. Stan is climbing up, but Vinny can't do a thing about it. Yuri does. And now that A play, now it's like, oh God, what do we even do? Walk out the hut, hope for the best. Tarek's dead outside. Art somehow ready for that position. And now EG just brute forcing ramp or A. Those are their only options. If it is A, they don't even know that it's triple stacked right now. They've only seen one dude here. Caseroto swings, they try and go down the vent. The bomb gets dropped, Ethan followed up, and that's a great spray for Caseroto. Back up the vent for Cirque, he gets one, but surely this is where his time comes to an end.
Oh, he got the bomb.
Oh, okay. They're already B, obviously.
Oh, they're already here. Yeah. And Vinny pre-firing just to give Cirque the warning. This isn't free. In fact, this ain't even close. 1v3, they're already rushing him. They just charge him down, and FURIA take the victory, dominantly so on their map pick with an absolutely